All right, gang, happy Wednesday, June 3rd. For today's workout, we have 4 rounds of an upper body vertical press, starting with strict press, moving to push press, and then finishing with push jerk. And then from there, we'll move into a 15-minute conditioning piece that's going to have dumbbell thrusters as well as double unders. So we need to get our shoulders and our spine, T-spine specifically, really well and opened up today so that we're ready to go overhead. So we're going to start our warm-up down on the ground.
What's your warm-up down on the ground today?
We're going to lay over on our side. Start by tucking both knees up to your chest and extend that bottom leg down. Take this top knee, let it come all the way down to the ground. From here, top arm goes long. We're going to open up, keep that bottom leg long, keep this knee on the ground. Every time you breathe out, pull that shoulder blade closer to the ground. Don't let that knee come off the ground. Twisting through the spine, opening up that chest, opening up that shoulder. Let's take one more big breath on this side. And twist a bit farther. Stay on that same side. Pull your knees up to your chest. Let's go both hands out long and flat. Keep pushing those knees through the ground as we roll through these lateral openers. So coming long, back to that down hand, pressing the back of that hand through the ground. As you open up that shoulder, keep pushing down on those knees. 3, 2, 1. Stay on that same side, moving into some windmills. Trace a big circle as you come around, still pushing the knees through the ground. Open up that shoulder, try to lay that shoulder on the ground. Keep that arm long as you come down to the low back. That'll help loosen up that shoulder blade a bit more. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll over to the other side. Same thing. We're going to start with that long leg on the bottom. Bring that top knee up above your hip. Pull that knee down to the ground. Reach long with that arm. Don't let this knee come up. Every time you breathe out, twist that shoulder open a bit more. Make that belly bigger as you breathe in. That helps loosen up those core muscles, and as you breathe out, you'll tend to have more range of motion to stretch into. One more big breath on this side. Then let's tuck both knees up into those lateral openers now. Push those knees through the ground as you open up that shoulder. Keep those knees above your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, moving into some windmills. Same tuck position on your side. Trace as big of a circle as you can, all the way down to the knee, and then back around to that low back. If you want to, you can place this bottom hand up on those knees. It's just a good way to help you keep those knees stacked, giving you a little more twist through that spine. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll it over onto our belly. Once there, let's press our chest up, forearms on the ground. I want you to look over your shoulder as far as you can in that opposite direction. It's okay to let those shoulders move a bit. Keep that proud chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, bring those hands closer to your ribs. Big breath in. As you breathe out, use those back muscles to come up into seal pose. Just using those arms for a little bit of stability, but not pressing out. Let's do a few more here. Squeeze that butt, put those toes together, reach long with your legs. 3, 2, 1. Let's go hands out to that T position, thumbs towards the ceiling. Put your feet together, reach long, lift your feet off the ground. We'll do a little combo Superman T here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel it through the back of the shoulder, thumbs stay up. Then from here, we're going to come up to that Y position, same thing. Having trouble holding that Superman, okay to let that forehead rest on the ground. Then we're going to bring our elbows into this W position. Keep your thumbs as high towards the sky as you can. Press overhead. Squeeze the elbows back down to the side. Press overhead. Squeeze those elbows back down. Just continue to rep through those. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's roll it over to our back now. Do have some squats today. Are going to be driving through those legs on those push presses and push jerks. Let's drive our hips towards the ceiling. Hold that belly tight into some glute bridges. And then after these glute bridges, we'll roll into the single leg version next. Let's hang on to these for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take one knee, pull it into your chest. Just helps lock those hips into place. Driving that other hip towards the sky. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into that other leg, same thing. I like to grab across the back of the knee. Keep that knee pulled in tight. Pull on the back of the knee a bit as you drive those hips up. 3, 2, 1, and relax on those. From here, let's come up to hands and knees. Flowing through some cat-cows. Round out your back, look at your belly button. Arch your back, look at the sky. Just working on that spine a bit more. Try to breathe in as you look up. Breathe out as you round out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go knees a bit wider than hips. Get those hands out in front. Try to sit your hips down between your heels. Reach long, big breath in. As you breathe out, sink that chest down, sink those hips down a bit farther. Let's walk over to the left. Cross the right hand over the top of the left hand, and then lean to the right. Feel that stretch through your right shoulder, down your right lat. Keep pulling those hips down to your heels. Take a couple big breaths here. Then let's walk our hands over to the right. Take your left hand, put it over top of your right hand. Driving those hips back down, lean in towards the left. 3, 2, 1. Walking back to the middle. From here, let's come up into a lunge position. Once we're here, let's extend that back leg out a bit farther. Take both hands, put them down on the inside of this front leg, and then take your inside hand, put it on your knee. Extend that back hip, driving your belly button towards your heel. Once you're there, let's make some circles in one direction with our hip. And let's make some circles in the other direction. After that, let's sit up into our half kneeling position. Extend this front leg, and then sit those hips back down towards this back heel. Getting that stretch through that front hamstring. If you need to, you can place these hands down for a little bit of stability. But if you can keep that chest up nice and tall with a flat back, that's even better. Big breath in as you breathe out. Try to sink a bit deeper. Try to keep your belly button square towards your toe. 3, 2, 1, come out. Back to our half kneeling position. Let's reach overhead with both hands. We're going to lean away from this down knee over that up knee. As you breathe out, try to lean a bit farther. Also, keep driving that back hip forward. Feel that stretch all the way down through your oblique into your hip. 3, 2, 1, come out. Let's go same series on the other side. Stepping into half kneeling. Extending that back leg, shoelaces on the ground. Inside hand comes up onto that knee. Let's get some hip circles in one direction. Really drive that hip forward as you come through. And let's go hip circles in the other direction. 3, 2, 1, come out. Sitting up tall, extending that front leg out. Shoelaces on that back leg, stay on the ground. Then sitting those hips back down for that back heel. Try to keep a long spine with a proud chest. Each out breath, push those hips back and down farther. Three, 2, 1, come out. Back to the top of that half kneeling. Reach overhead. We're going to lean away from this down knee over that front leg. Keep driving those hips forward. Three, 2, 1, and come out. Up to top of our push-up. If you can, turn your fingertips back towards your toes. If not, you can just leave those hands straight. Working on these wrists a bit more while getting those shoulders warmer. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press apart. Keep your butt tight. Keep your belly tight. Small motion here. Just feel those shoulder blades slide across your back. Don't let those hips sag. Don't reach with your neck. Just keep that neck neutral. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake those wrists out for a second. Then let's come to our push-up position. You can do these on your knees if you need to. We're going to do 5 push-ups with a 3-second down, 3-second hold just above the ground. First one, 3, 2, 1, and down, 2, 3. Hold that plank hard, and up, and down, 2, 3. Elbows tight. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your butt, and up, down, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Up, 2 more, down, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Up. Last one, down, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Up. Feet a bit wider. Driving through with that front hand, reaching back, touching that toe with some down dog toe touch. Push those heels for the ground. Drive your hips high. Get me right down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back. Touch those toes and stand. Let's shake out those shoulders. We're going to get ready for our strict press, push press, and push jerk now. If we're using that at-home object, I'm going to say so we've got 12 total reps per round. Instead of trying to push jerk this at-home object, which you're going to have a relatively narrow grip on, my suggestion is going to be 6 strict press into 6 push press. So on the strict press, hip width on our stance, toes straight forward, butt tight, belly tight, press overhead, squeeze your belly, get stacked out. You'll come back down. That's what you'll utilize for strict press. Then for your push press, you'll give me a 2-inch dip, knees go wider than toes, drive through your heels, squeeze your butt, get stacked out at the top, load, right back in, get stacked out at the top. If you're using barbell, you'll do what Renee's doing. Also on barbell, you'll be doing push jerk. What that's going to look like, dip drive, but then we'll re-dip, jump under it, stay locked out on that catch, and then stand all the way up. So it's less about pressing it way overhead and more about jumping underneath the bar and then standing it up. If you're using a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you can do jerks on these. Also, since weight is going to be a bit lighter, you can go ahead and do 3, 3, and 6 per side. So what that's going to look like, strict press, squeezing that belly tight, pressing, push press, dip, drive, and then on that push jerk, dip, drive, dip, get locked out, and then stand. Whichever object we plan to use, I want you to give me 4 strict press. If we're going single arm, let's just do 2 per side right now. 3, 2, 1, and go. A lot of shoulder work today, so you don't need to go too heavy. Think more about technique, getting stacked out in the right positions. Single arm really is going to work that overhead stability. I'm going to struggle through that today.
Good.
Did that look good?
Good.
Felt like I was arched out at the bottom. All right, gang. So, once again, rep scheme on this. If you've got a barbell or an at-home object and you're doing that double hand press, barbell, you'll do 3 strict press, 3 push press, and then 6 push jerk. And if you've got this at-home object, that push jerk is going to be really hard. So I'm going to say 6 strict press, then 6 push press. Then if you're doing that single arm, if the weight's a little bit lighter, regardless, let's go 3 strict, 3 push, 6 push jerk per arm. That way you get even work out of both arms. You get that full set in on both sides. Take the next minute or so to add weight to your barbell if you need to. Stay light on your barbell, but you can move up a bit in between sets. So definitely start a little bit lighter, see how it feels, and then you can go up rounds 2, 3, or 4. Renee. Where's Matt? In the yard? Lost a kid for a second, gang. We found him. All right. So if you're done adjusting weight, let's go ahead and find that starting position. We'll kick off our first complex here in just a moment. All right, gang. Doing a round every 3 minutes. Starting 3 strict press, 3 push press, 6 push jerk. If you're using that at-home object, let's go 6 strict press, 6 push press. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Knees go wider than toes on that dip. Drive through your heel. Jump under on that jerk. If you're doing that single arm, full reps on each side. Good work, gang. Round 1 out of the way. So if you're like me, I've always struggled with my overhead mobility. Single arm stuff is a lot better for you to do if that's your struggle and that's what you need to work on. It's going to force you to build more stability on each side as well as build more range of motion. So you don't need to go as heavy on those. You can focus more on the stability and range piece. If you're using barbell, the beauty of that is you can add load. So if you need to, add a little bit of weight in between rounds. Get your water. Plenty of time to rest. Big deep breath. Get ready for round 2. 1 minute. On those dips, for your push press or your push jerk, remember, only hip width on our stance. That's your most powerful drive position. And then also, keep that chest straight up and down. If you lean, now my weight and that object is coming forward. As I drive, it's going to want to push that object out in front. That's why you got to keep that nice stack position. Gives you a better platform to push off of. 30 seconds left. All right, gang, 10 seconds, next round. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your butt, get stacked at the top. Drive through your heels. Jump under on that push jerk. Oof. I wonder what I'm doing on the camera. Some people are gonna wonder what's he doing. I think his sleep schedule's changing.
But he's so hard.
You gonna show him what you got, Mav? What you got in your hand? Tell him.
What is it today?
What is it, man?
I gotta go mom.
These guys on the other side.
You know, good idea, man. We should probably check and make sure it's filming. Looking good. Mommy's looking good, right? Hey, careful, look. You're on the wrong side and you got a hold of the cord. Okay. Alright, gang, one more minute. Round 3 coming up. On that push press, think about, actually on all the movements, on strict press, squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly at the top. Don't let those ribs flare. Try to keep your ribs down. That way you're having to reach through the shoulder. On that push press, as you drive, squeeze and get tight to create that column. And then same thing on that jerk. As you catch, make sure you're locked down through here. It's really easy to overextend and rely too much on that spine and on those erectors. We want to rely more on those core muscles. We got 20 seconds. Round 3 coming up. What's up?
Said enough time for chalk.
There's always enough time for chalk. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Belly tight. So ready to critique me while I press.
More so like your hips, you're rotating,
Yeah.
which is the maybe the only downfall to a single arm. Everything I like it. I think they're great. I just think it makes you like rotate to find that range.
Find that range.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the good part of it.
Yeah.
Now you gotta learn how to straighten it back out.
Yeah. I think if you just like focus on square hips. And that's the same way I know it is. You see Matt?
It's in the yard. Alright, gang, we got one more round. About 1:15 before we kick that up.
I don't know.
Don't forget, we got more pressing coming up with those thrusters, plus more shoulder work with those double unders. So be smart if you're adding weight on that barbell. I think there's a problem with our ceiling right now. Not sure what she's looking at. Last round coming up. Yeah? "30 seconds. The rope's a lot slower. Shake those shoulders out. I need these 3 minutes. Smoking my arms. Here we go. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oof. Good work, gang. Strength work out of the way. Take a break. You'll need dumbbell, kettlebell. If you got an at-home object, we'll be able to go double arm on these thrusters.
I'm on them. We're doing thrusters with the dumbbell.
If you got a jump rope, go ahead and grab that. You'll need that as well. If not, no big deal. We can do line hops or jump double taps.
Jump, double tap.
Jump double
Can you do a
taps.
jump? Can you show them what a jump double tap is? Show the
Show
camera.
You got it right there.
Okay. Yep, right there. They can see you. Jump. There it is, folks. Oh, side to side, side to side. Easy sleep, folks. I can worry no longer.
Are these thrusters first side?
Cluster.
No. I was gonna say.
It doesn't sit.
Yeah. We'll split it.
I split it.
I would put a timer.
Alright, gang. So, getting ready for our Metcon today. If you've got a dumbbell or a kettlebell,
I'll look.
you'll do, already looked, scoot over. You'll do, for the set of 2, 1 single arm dumbbell or kettlebell thruster on your right arm, and then 1 on your left arm. That'll be your set of 2. Then you'll grab your jump rope and you'll do, excuse me, Matt, can you scoot over for a second?
Come here, put this back.
Then you'll do 10 double unders or 10 jump double taps. If you're gonna do those line hops, you can do 20 line hops. You'll just double these jump reps. When it comes to that set of 4, if you're doing those single arms, you'll do 2 on one side and then 2 on the other to get to 4. Then you'll move into 15 double unders. If you're using an at-home object and you're using both arms for that thruster, you'll simply do 2 thrusters, move to your jumps, then you'll do 4 thrusters, move to your jumps, and go from there. So let's get ready for our thrusters first. I'm gonna warm up our squat just a bit more. I want you guys to come down into the bottom of your squat. Push those elbows onto your knees, chest up tall, sink side to side, shifting weight, working on those ankles. Good job, Matt. Chest up tall from here, push those knees a bit wider. Then let's come up to the bottom of our active squat, hands out in front, back stays flat. Drive those heels through the ground. Then let's do 5 more squats, hitting that same active position in the bottom. That means we're not bottoming out. We're not letting that tailbone tuck under. Neutral spine from the top of our head down to our tailbone. Is that your squat? For our thruster weight today, we're going to keep it light. We've already done a lot of shoulder work. We've done a lot of squat work already this week. So our goal is just to move as consistently as we can for these 15 minutes. We're going to aim for that 15 to 25 pound range today. If you really want to go heavy, you can go up to maybe 35 pounds. I think I'm going to use a 25, just like Renee. Yeah.
I think you should do 35.
I just did 35. Shoulders are already tired. For that single arm thruster, dumbbell's going to be up on the shoulder. Control that down, drive out, get stacked. Control that down, drive out, get stacked. Go ahead and give me 3 of those on each side. Oh, excuse me. For the at-home object, you've got to do that double hand position. Come up to that front rack. Get stacked out at the top. Get stacked out at the top.
Finally.
I'm holding
What?
a remote
Thank you,
control.
Can't go to sleep?
Oh, it's got his odd outfit.
Oh.
No, ask me.
Alright, next. We got double unders. We need to loosen up those low legs. Let's roll out our ankles. Switch over to the other foot. From there, let's move into some calf raises. Don't let that heel touch the ground. Then find a line on the ground. Let's do some line hops, front to back. Then line hops side to side. After that, if you've got your jump rope, give me 30 singles with that jump rope. If you plan on doing those jump double taps today, it's going to be jump, 2 leg taps every time you're in the air. If you're using that jump rope, go ahead and give me 30 singles. Keep those hands close to your side. Don't get out too wide. Soft bend in the elbow. Spin through your wrist to make that jump happen. After your 30 singles, if you plan on doing double unders today, give me 15 double unders. Otherwise, give me 30 more singles. 3, 2, 1, and go. Or give me 15 of those double taps. All right, transition round today. We're going to do our first 2 rounds in this AMRAP. So we'll do 2 single arm thrusters, 10 double unders or 20 singles, and then 4 single arm thrusters, 15 double unders or 30 singles. Do the same reps as double unders if you're doing that jump double tap. Starting with 2 thrusters, that'll be 1 per arm, or just 2 bilateral if you're using that at-home object. Object starts on the ground. 3, 2, 1, and go. Whoops. Then 10 dubs or 20 singles. Watch out, it'll hit you. You alright? It caught you a little bit, didn't it? Then we got 4 thrusters. 2 per side. Find that rope again. 15 dubs, 15 double taps, or 30 singles. 3, or no, you guys don't have to wait on me. that, take a break, use the restroom, get a drink. We'll break this WOD down in just a moment, and then we'll get things kicked off. What's up, buddy? Tie her up. That's better. All right, gang. Breaking down this workout. On your thrusters. Hang on a second, man. Remember, control that down. And one of the places I see people lose position where they leak energy and efficiency is on the down motion. They lose their posture, they lose their good breathing position. So if you'll slow down that negative just a bit, you tend to save a lot of energy over the course of the workout. A little bit longer AMRAP today, so faster reps don't necessarily equal a higher score on the workout. Controlled, consistent reps is what's going to make you get a better spot on the whiteboard, as well as just do more work in that 15-minute time frame. On that single arm, remember, you'll split the sides evenly to get to these thruster reps. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for thrusters, and then on double unders, you've got 10, 15, 20, 25, then 30. Once you get to the end of those double unders, you're going to rest 1 minute before starting that next round. And just so we're clear, it's 2 thrusters, 10 double unders, 4 thrusters, 15, 6, 20, and you'll keep bouncing back and forth between movements. On those dubs, if you're doing singles, let's double these reps. So it'll be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And if you don't have that jump rope, let's go for that jump double tap today. Same number of reps on those. Try to relax your shoulders on those double unders. Spin through the wrist. Breathe through those as well. Don't forget to rest a minute after you finish that 30th double under. Let's go ahead and find that starting position. As soon as Renee gets back from the restroom, we'll get things kicked off. Alright, gang. Starting with 2 thrusters and 10 double unders. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. got 4 and 15. Six and 20. Eight and 25. And 30. Good work, Gabe.
See if you do that again.
Remember, relax your shoulders on those jumps. Spin through your wrists. Rest a minute after that round. Go from there. How did you finish? Go.
This is a god.
Whoops. I had two on one side. Cheer for mommy.
For daddy. He's gonna sit. Watch out.
Control that down on those thrusters.
I need that rope. And then watch out. Here, move. Daddy needs this too.
All that. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Stay right there. Always gonna need it again, bud.
Go to Daddy's. Alright, put it down. Stand there. And you can have mine. Back up, go back there, right up.
Woo!
Back up.
Stay right there. Whoa! Spot that clock at the end of your round. Show us your jump rope.
This are mine.
Two.
Same.
Two now.
Tell me when that's 45. Watch out, man. Actually, I don't need this.
Go, it's 45, hurry! Jump the rope. Some dumbbell thrusters.
Watch out, back up.
This rope.
Back up.
It's fine.
What?
Let's do that. Thank you.
Back up.
Checking belt out quick. I know, my mom keeps telling us to watch out. She owns this garage. That's it.
Back up now.
Alright. There you go. Stay right with that dumbbell, okay?
Leave it there. I'm almost done.
You can use it, Matt.
Hey, what'd I say?
You can use mine. Go use Daddy's. No!
Give him that rope.
Mommy's
Back
actually
up.
make a statement on this one, man.
Go. Go back over there. Or don't move an inch.
Oh no! go, gang. Knees mine, man. I'm done. Let's go, gang. 3 minutes left.
Don't touch it. I'm working out for crying out loud.
Gang, she's just looking out for the safety of our 3-year-old.
Right. Don't touch it. Move.
Come here, Matt. Matt, come here. Come here, Matt. All right.
I just realized that we should have arrived before his birthday. Yeah, you do thrusters. Haven't been in do mini thrusters. Watch out. Back up. Don't touch it. Watch out.
Hey, you're almost done, buddy. What's our time?
90 seconds.
I see it. Yes. Thanks, sir. We'll come back in just a second. We're
Last
gonna
minute,
do
Matt.
20
Back
dubs.
up. Last minute, then we'll be done. You're happy.
Now with this.
You can have it now. Come on, Daddy. Ten. Back for Daddy. 3, 2, 1.
Good work, gang. That's gonna be it for today. Score is rounds and reps in Wadify. So plug that in. Get 20 ounces of water as soon as you can. Get a good meal in the next 45 minutes. And then we'll see you tomorrow for yoga. That's at 9 a.m. with Dustin. It's pre-recorded, not pre-recorded, but it'll go up on Facebook Live, and then it will be available for the rest of or from that point forward. And then we'll be back with you on Friday. Great work today, gang.
Good job, guys.
Taking them out, too.